not just in America, around the world. The last time I did something was in a panel in the UK. It was a large church in the UK that had lots of members and branches. And really, they found the same thing. This was again, in the UK, among different communities, they had 40 to 50% vaccine hesitancy, or people saying, I'm going to wait, I'm not going to do that. So it's not just in the US. And the World Health Organization has listed vaccine hesitancy as one of the top 10 threats to public health in the world. So it's why this vaccine, like you said, vaccines are things we've used. We vaccinate our children. We do all this for school boosters, for tetanus. We've done that. But I think for a couple of reasons. One was the fact that we're used to vaccine development taking a long time. I mean, usually years, sometimes longer than decades, where the earliest vaccine, I think, prior to this it took about 4 years, right? And so because it seems like it was fast, that is something that people have had concerns about. And when you talk to the people, and you've had people on your show who are part of the vaccine development process, they will tell you, we've been working on this technology for a long time. Right. mRNA technology has been around since the 90s. It was refined in the mid-2000s. And then with this process accelerated, they've been studying coronaviruses since, again, the 2000s, after, the outbreak of SARS, after MERS. So, knowing a little bit about the coronavirus ahead of time, not this particular one, but working on the mRNA technology. And then you get to a point where you have funding. It's the single biggest problem that we're working on. You had research participants. So things moved faster than the usual, but there were no shortcuts. People were worried about shortcuts. There were no shortcuts. The process was, because all the funding, the science, everybody was working together on the same process. People have worried about, we don't know about the long-term side effects. Well, if you think about it, the first cases of coronavirus 19 were discovered, it talked about December of 2019. So here we are a little over a year. We already have a vaccine. Yes, we don't know the longer term side effects, but what we know about the mRNA technology and how that works, and what we know about how it works within the body, there is still going to be ongoing follow-up. But what we know now is that we need to get antibodies, we need to get protected, and there will be ongoing follow-up. But again, the safety data looks great. There were no shortcuts. We've had thousands and thousands of people before the medications were approved for the public. And again, just in the US, over 70 million people have been vaccinated. So some of the concerns have to do with people worried about the new technology, the newer technology, the speed of the approval, and just not knowing enough about it. But all of those things are things where programs like this and having the scientists, and I know you've had people from the NIH on, you've had investigators on, you've had community advocates on. That's what's important, for people to hear from the people in the process and answer those questions directly.